Good morning, Victoria Savage here, Nurse Savage on your side, and you're having coffee with Victoria. This is my brain coffee this morning, one of the little things I do to try to keep a healthier brain, healthier body overall. So, I'm not sure about you all, but where I am, there's some pretty heavy energy today, and a lot of, over the last couple days, of real meanness on the internet that I've noticed. So just asking this morning what the universe wanted us to know, and it was some interesting guidance. So the first card said, take charge of this situation and your own participation in it. And the second one says, get comfortable with your own opinion and act from its perspective. I was with family this weekend, and it was a really nice time. But family can also bring up to us some of the patterns that we learned, that we're still living in, or that we work against. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, Nathan and Markson. Excuse me. And what I'd like to illuminate this with is that when you take charge of your participation in the creation of whatever it is that is the reality in your life, it also empowers you to look to your higher source, your power, your creator, to make the changes necessary that you want to make, particularly if you're in a situation that is uncomfortable. But what I noticed is that in my write-up this morning, what really came to me again was that the next time you're going to say something to someone like, oh, you made me feel so whatever, stop and rephrase it in your head before you say it, if you can, particularly if you're with someone that, regularly you feel uncomfortable around for whatever reason, you have to stay around them. Try this, wording it like this. When you say whatever, I feel like... So number one, you're taking responsibility for what you're bringing in and how you're processing it. No one makes you feel anyway. You choose to take it in and feel about it from your perspective, what you perceive that person to be saying. Also, when you say that, then I feel, there's no accusation there to another person. This perspective really enhances communication from every aspect, because you're not indicting them for what they said. You are owning your feelings about what they said and explaining to them how you feel when they behave or act or say what they said. That is you owning your feelings, which are valid feelings, and it starts to really make you take responsibility for what you're creating. If somebody says something to you and you don't like how it makes you feel, then start going within. Ask your higher power, your creator, to guide you about this. What is it that is making you feel like that? What kind of patterns in the past? What kind of history? And then you can go through and heal those things. But if you continually blame the rest of the world for what it is that's happening in your life, or how you feel about things, how you're feeling about yourself, and blaming your parents, you know what? Yep, they did the best they could for what they had. Get over it, move on, start looking to heal yourself. Continually blaming someone else for your perspectives and your feelings is, number one, it disempowers you. And number two, it's useless. It then creates a wider chasm between you and this person. This is very likely someone you've had a relationship, you want to continue a relationship with, but you want the relationship to be more comfortable, and you want it to be something that benefits both of you, and you want it to help both of you grow. Then own your participation in it. Don't indict the other person for what they said. Explain to them how you felt when they said it. And that opens up a dialogue too. It helps them understand you a little better. It helps them maybe think about what they say, and it really does open up a dialogue that can heal. Talking with someone without indicting really can heal things that have been going on with us for a long time, things that have not made us real comfortable in life. So Own your responsibility in creating this life that you have. That way you can go in and start creating something that is maybe a little more comfortable for you. Good morning, Adina, Pamela. Thank you, Bud, and Virginia for joining me. I so appreciate your tuning in, and maybe it just came across your screen, but I really do enjoy having participation, as well as your comments are very welcome, and thank you. So I did notice a lot of meanness this weekend. I had posted something that was apparently controversial in some groups, and wow, there was some real vitriol. And again, it's like, and I'm thankful that I chose not to react with it in a certain way, and I have done that in the past. So I'm thankful that I'm looking at life a little differently. And so when you take ownership of how you're creating your life, then you can really start molding it into what you want it to be. So if you disagree with someone, lashing out at them, calling them stupid, an idiot, uneducated, whatever, it doesn't open up conversation. It doesn't create a situation where both of you could benefit and grow. It only creates a wall. And we need less walls in our lives overall. There are certain people you don't want to play with in your life, and that's fine. You don't have to put up a wall. It's just non-participation. You don't engage. The more you don't engage, pretty soon the more they won't engage either. So take charge of your ownership, take charge and ownership of the life you're creating, the relationships you have. Start asking your higher power for help to mend those, to guide you, to create healthier relationships, to start creating in other areas of your life what you'd rather have, instead of something you just keep hoping for while you focus on how it isn't working. Focus on what is good. Take ownership of your participation in creating your life here. And if you'd like a private reading with me, if any of you have had them on here, if you would just post what it meant to you, how it worked for you, and I would greatly appreciate that. And if I could share that on my website, I'd be thankful. So if you'd like a private reading with me, private message me here or email me at nursesavage@holisticu.com. That's WHOLISTICU.com. It's a Monday morning, my second cup of coffee. Have a great week, and love and light to you all.